closer. There we go. Let's see here. All right, we'll wait till these other people get let in. All right, we're almost there. And those streaming viewers, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube Live, go ahead and follow the link and join us in the game. Join us in the game. Although you can join us outside and still play if you simply follow the instructions on how to log in. I'll give that up in a moment. Again, for those who don't know, I'm Dan from Drum Talk TV, coincidentally. And I'll spell out some changes to the planned game. Not huge changes, Steve, don't worry. I kind of upped the game on the game, I decided, as I was getting things set up much earlier. Mark says we fear change. Yeah, I think that's a big part of human nature, isn't it? But change is what gets us to the next thing, which is whatever we make it. All right, I think I have enough authority to go boing, and we'll go ahead and do this also. So let's go ahead and kind of get things cranked up, yeah? All right, welcome everybody. It's music trivia time. It's May, and in a lot of Western countries, it's Mother's Day month. So we're gonna honor women in music. And one of the changes I decided to make was that we were gonna honor women in music for the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But I decided, let's throw in some other curveball questions of a couple other decades here and there. So we've divided things up by pop, R&B and soul, and rock, basically, of mixed decades. And there's some, really pay attention. There's some lob questions to you that'll be easy. There's gonna be 3 rounds. Winner of each round gets to pick off of a prize board and gets something a little bit extra as well. We'll get into that when we get there. And then the winners of the 3 regular rounds, and once in a while it's only 2 people because someone wins 2 rounds. I don't recall if we've had anybody win all 3 rounds. Steve can message me and let me know, or anybody that has witnessed that. I don't recall. If that were to happen, we don't need to do the winners round, but they do get to still win or spin the virtual prize wheel, which actually I'll show you. And I'll show you the other prizes too, but let's start with the prize wheel. Steve says, yes, someone has won all 3. And I have a feeling I know who it is. And I think that person's here. And I think it might be the person that won the championship round we did in January. That was the championship of all of 2025. So yeah, here's the prize wheel. It goes something like this. This will be for the winners round. And if we get 2 to 3 people in that round, the rest of you hang out, cheer them on, cheer them all on. And there you go. So you never know what you're going to win. So we'll get to that. The other prizes are, let's put some other music on while I narrate the other prizes. How's that? Yeah, there we go. Like 1958 department store music, right? So we got stuff from Medley Merch, and I'll zoom in on all this when it's time, but some really cool shirts. The anatomy of a snare drum, a drum set, a hi-hat, a cassette, farewell tour shirts with some funny sayings on them. And then we've also got from Medley Merch, our wonderful sponsors, other cool, what's it called? The anatomy of a metronome. You could tell I don't use one anymore. And some other fun stuff. The compact journal. I will tell you right now that whatever else you pick, we will throw in. the compact journal for you. If you get the hardcover one, and I'll show a video about that, you can have it personalized. It's really cool. It's a concert journal. Kind of a neat keepsake, something to hand down to your grandkids, or in my case, great grandkids. They behave. Good luck with that. Then we got some other shirts. This is designed to have your favorite music phrase or chorus on there. But some people who have won it said that they're going to put all the concerts they've been to. So that's a neat idea. We'll go ahead and stop the music. So there you go. We'll dig into those, and I'll show you a quick video of the concert journal, and it goes something like this. Hello. What concert would be your first entry if you had an ultimate concert journal? Your most recent concert? Your next concert? Or would you go way back like me and enter your first concert? For me, it was Led Zeppelin. Now you can with the I Was There personalized music performance diary premium hardcover book. This is for all live music fans who experience live shows from clubs to stadiums. And what an amazing keepsake, and it makes a great gift. Use Drum Talk TV 25 at checkout for a one-time 25% discount, so load up. Get yours now via the link in the post. Or what concert would be your first entry or win one here? There you go. Anybody else here see Led Zeppelin in concert beside me? Go ahead and chime in the chat and tell us where you're tuning in from. And for you folks watching on Facebook and YouTube Live, go ahead and follow the link. Join us in the game or play the game outside of joining Zoom, because all you got to do is log on to ccg.buzz, put in that code, put in your name, and your selection of answers will show up on your mobile device or whatever you're using, and you can play along. And we've seen people win by guessing. So don't worry about how much you know or don't know. By the way, I'm glad at the last moment I decided to, or remembered to put deodorant on, or who knows what would be going on right now, right? Mike says Led Zeppelin, Judas Priest, and Debbie Gibson on one bill? Really? Wait, that had to be. And Debbie Gibson, was that 70? When was that? Because for so many years, they opened and just played by themselves. Oh, no, Debbie was. That's funny. Paul saw them at MSG. What year, Paul? Nope, never. And calling in from Connecticut, says Renee. Saw Page and Plant. Oh, yeah, I saw that at the Hollywood Bowl. Oh, me too. We were there together, Mark. Awesome. I was, you may remember, I had on a blue hoodie with a Zeppelin t-shirt, but I had long hair at the time. Do you remember? I was like row 18, section 12, seat 4. Think back. Just picture me with hair if you can. 1975. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I actually had pretty good seats for that. It was halfway back. Wow, what a show that was. Cool. So let's get started. We're going to start with women in, I got to fix this. This is actually, let me move the chat. This is, we're going to put this in here. Women in pop music, we're going to start with. And like I said, there's some crossover genres from round to round. Round 1, 2, and 3. And round 4 for the winners only is going to be a total different topic. But there are women involved. As always should be, right? All right. Ready to play? Let's go for it. Okay. First question. And there's going to be between 5 and 10 questions per round. We'll see how I feel. Here we go. Let's play. Let's shut this guy up. Let's play. Here we go. First question, 10 seconds to answer. Which pop star began her career in the Mickey Mouse Club and released the album Baby One More Time in 1999? Britney Spears, Mandy Moore, Christina Aguilera, or Jessica Simpson? You either all got it right or you all got it wrong. By the way, if you all got it right or wrong, who scores the most points if you all vote for the same thing and get it right? I left this out. So thanks for reminding me about all voting for the same. The first person, the quicker you answer, the more points you get. And you can lose points too. if you totally get stuff wrong. It's really interesting how the scoring works. And there's a leaderboard after each thing. And we're going to put your real names on the board. Here we go. Looks like Mike is on top, followed by Don, Elliot, Tom, Mark, Renee, Paul, Lulu, and Jeff D. Okay. And we could get, I'll put it nicely, infiltrators. People could join in the middle of a round and scoot to the top. You just never know. So why is Mike J on top when Don the Great has the same amount of points? It might be happenstance. It might be because he answered slightly faster, a millisecond. So that's why I could do workouts in between these games, with whichever finger you're going to use. That's right, Steve. I mentioned that I upped the game for the game by throwing in a few questions outside of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. A little bit of extra juice there for you. Make you think, make you pay attention. All right. So there we go. All right. Lady Gaga's real name is it Catherine Hudson, Ingrid Frederica Humperdinck, Stefani Joanne Angelina Gernamana, or Robin Flenty? Couldn't even pronounce that last one. It's the easiest one. There's your guesses. Here's the answer. And just like that, the leaderboard changes. See what I mean? See what I mean? I see that someone else is entering, and that person can ruin it for you all. Just kidding. Not ruin it. Having a good time, hopefully, right? Okay. Rate yourself 1 to 5, 5 being the best. How well off the top of your head do you think you know music trivia of women in pop music of any decade? Let's see. Go ahead and rate yourself. I'll take a look at the chat, see what's going on there. Better than Hendrix opening for the Marquis. Yeah, that really happened. Oh, Renee says an 8. Wow, off the chart. Paul, a 3, not bad. Jury's still out with Mark. We'll see how it goes. Thomas, welcome. Oh, Tom Fulcher's here. Watch out, everybody. A 6, 7 for Elliot. Okay, let's see what we get. Question 3 of 32. Just kidding. Question 3. Which artist broke records with the album 1989 and later re-recorded her past albums as Taylor's versions? Was it Halsey, Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, or Carly Rae Jepsen? Not everything is always edited, appears, as Robert Plant somewhat said in Stairway to Heaven with different words. Wait, what? Oh, everyone get this right again? Bam! Look at Mike. Look at these points. Racking them up. Good job, everybody. Remember, the quicker you answer, the more points you get. Question 4. Who sang the hit Genie in a Bottle in 1999? Christina, The Police, Britney Spears, Mandy Moore. Did you know the Police started out as an all-girl band? Did you know that? Good, because I'm just kidding. Stuart would be mad at me for that. Andy, not so much. Okay, a little bit of guessing here, and that's okay. Throw darts. If you don't know the answer, if you're not sure, just throw a dart. Again, I can't say it enough, so I won't. We've seen people win by guessing. There you go. Christina gets it. And there's the leaderboard. Mike J on top with 361, 11 points behind, followed by the 2025 champion, Elliot Goldberg, followed by Paul. There's a bunch of champions here playing. Cool. Hey, I don't know if I mentioned this, and I know it would impede on your probability of winning, but bring some friends on the 20th. We're considering suspending the games for a couple months. Considering. If we get a bunch more people, we might reconsider. We have a reboot idea that we want to do, but if we get a bunch of people and upping the prizes big time, but if we get a bunch of people, more people than usual next time, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Next game's on the 20th, same time, July 20th. Just kidding, May 20th. Just sing if you're awake, Tom. All right, question 5, Katy Perry's breakout single was called, which is it? Total of 10 seconds, which means there's only 5 left. Okay, and here you go. I Kissed a Girl. Paul jumps on top, squeaking ahead just by a bit. ahead of Mike. Janetta, here we go. Question 6. This female drummer had a variety show with her family. My wife, Enja Oni. You know, we have 11 kids, 19 grandkids. Christina Aguilera, Karen Carpenter, or Shirley Jones? Which female drummer had a variety show with her family? Here's your guesses. Ooh, a little bit for Karen, a little bit for Shirley. No one for Enja. She says, I'm pissed in her Bronx accent. It's Enja. No, just kidding. It's Karen Carpenter, a variety show. There you go. Paul's on top still, followed by Mike. Leaderboard didn't change that much. Okay. And newcomers or not been here for a while, comers, thank you very much for taking time. We appreciate it. We've only got, what time is it? 2.5 hours to go. Good. Settle in. Just kidding. Question 7. Who was the youngest artist to win all 4 Grammys, major Grammys in all 4 categories in one night, Paul writes. One night. Ding. Curious who knows this. I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember. I think I know. Yep. It's one of those. My wife's musical sister's there, Janet. It's Billie Eilish. That's kind of interesting. It took a contemporary artist to finally do that. I'm kind of surprised when you think of all the amazing women that have come through the Grammys for as long as the Grammys have been around. Paul, still on top. We only have 7 more questions in this round, and I'm just kidding. We're going to go to 10. We got 3. So here we go. And then halfway through, we're going to start showing commercials. Maybe just 1 per round. Here we go. 8. Dua Lipa collaborated with which disco legend on the remix of Levitating? Was it Madonna, Kylie, Janet, or Gwen? All right, watch the leaderboard, and then I'm going to hit the button and watch, see if it changes at all. Not much, if at all. Interesting. Okay, 2 more to go. The first one of the last 2. Which pop icon famously reinvented herself with personas like the Queen of Reinvention and the Material Killer? Paula Abdul, Cher, Madonna, or Cyndi Lauper, who's been having a nice run in Las Vegas and in the news as well. And our friend Caitlin's the drummer. I almost read the question again. Yeah. Okay, and okay. Evil Paul writes with 666 points coming for you all with the last question, question 10 of round 1. Let's see what y'all got. Here we go. Ariana Grande got her start on which Nickelodeon show? Zoe 101, Victorious, Hannah Montana, or iCarly, which they almost named a phone after. I love it when the last one could be the one that scrambles everybody's eggs because everyone's scrambling and guessing, but let's see what we got. Paul, when I asked you to rate yourselves 1 through 5 on how well you know female pop music trivia, Paul gave himself a 3, so he's a little ahead of his curve. Oh, what does that mean? Oh yeah. All right, Paul, you turn on your mic. I'm going to bring up the.
How are you?
Hey, doing great, Paul. Great to. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. So I'm going to bring up the. So you'll get the soft cover, medley merch, concert journal. That's a mouthful. And I'll show these large one at a time. Maybe you know them pretty well by now. Returning champion, returning repeat winner, returning repeat offender, not so innocent bystander. So you got you see what you got. You got the anatomy of the cassette, the hi-hat, the drum set, the snare drum. You got your different farewell tour shirts, which have some funny song titles that are related to saying goodbye and retirement. I don't know how much we'd consider you retired, but and then we've got these other ones. Oops, let's do this. So you got the I Was There shirt and put your concert there. You got your professional tambourine player. I need that one. And the anatomy of a metronome in case you want to build one or not dissect one and make a mess on the kitchen table. And then we've got these other shirts. You got the legendary retro cassette shirt, the original, the for playing, not scratching, the record player, vinyl record player. Grunge lives. And you can get, I think you have a Spiral t-shirt. You could put even more concerts or phrases on there. You could put like a whole yes chorus on there or bridge. If you want, I can minimize all these unless you already know what you want.
Go back to the first screen, please.
Oops, wrong one. Let's see. Let's go back to that one.
Number 5.
Number 5. So B5.
Yep.
And I know we have your information, but just to make it a little easy for us selfishly, please message Steve your size, your address, all that stuff, just so we have it in one place for the fulfillment department. All right, there you go. Everybody give Paul a big hand. You're absolutely welcome. And I'm going to reboot the game for the next round. I'll show a video while we do that. And this video shows what's currently, keyword, currently in our membership, the free membership level, but most of that is going to be moved into the paid level soon. So get in now. The games are free. The games are going to stay free. But there are some other goodies you can enjoy in the meantime. And even if you have to pay for premium, it's only $12 a month. And right now we have a special, or $120 a year. Right now we have a special buy one. Oh, I don't have the video for that or the graphic. Buy one, bring 3 friends. Mother's Day is coming. Birthdays are always happening. Father's Day is coming. All kinds of great stuff happening. So check this out. I'll reboot the game. You'll log out, not of Zoom. You'll log out of ccg.buzz. I'll give you a new code in just a moment. Here we go. Uh-oh. There we go.
Rough day.
I'm going to have to wait till this
Get
stops.
away from the craziness and come take a fun break. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance membership site, an online virtual playground for all types of music fans. With your free club level membership, you get access to twice a month music-themed game shows with a chance to win prizes. Access to the first 100 viral drumming and music videos. You won't believe your eyes and ears. A library of over 100 fun fact segments to hear artists say what they love to do outside of their music careers. A place for drummers to post videos playing to their favorite music where it won't get muted or pulled. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance free membership at buzz.drumtalktvbrilliance.com.
All right. There we go. Bam. Okay, now I'm going to reboot the game because I had a little bit of technical thing going on that video caused. Thank you very much. Let's go to the second round of wonderful women in music. This one's going to be, did I click on the right one? Yes. All right. We're going to reset the game, get you a new code. There's your new code on the screen. Log into ccg.buzz, enter that code, your name again, if it asks for your name again, or if you're just joining us. And you can reach out to Steven Schinder for technical support or help or questions about the game. And this is women in R&B music for the most part of mixed decades, mostly 60s, 70s, and 80s. There might be a curveball here and there, some contemporaries. Got to give a nod to them as well. So I'll give everybody a moment to log in. I'm going to check the chat on my end. And Elliot, it's so funny. Damn with the barrage of material. Yeah, I've had like motor mouth all day today. I have the question and answers, but can't choose, says Rod. Okay. Okay, cool. Steve will help you through that. Okay, cool. So everybody go ahead, rate yourself 1 through 5, 5 being best. How do you feel about your knowledge about women in R&B music? most of these are from back in the day, I must say, whenever that was, when R&B really did stand for R, rhythm and blues. Yeah, the R stood for R, just so you know. All right, we got some. Paul says a 3 again. Yeah, right. Faked us out already. You're going for that again. Mark says a 3. Jeff says a 2. Elliot says a 7 in this category. Okay. A solid 2.53, says Don the Great. Awesome. Tom says a 6. 6 or 7. Okay, cool. Well, let's see how you all go. All right. I'll give you all a moment. Just want to make sure everybody's logged in. I'll look at the screen. By the way, when you see me looking around, when I look here, I see what you see, the game. When I look over here, I see the Zoom windows. I can see all of you. Those of you not on camera, don't be shy. Come on camera. Like, I didn't do my hair today. Definitely didn't do my makeup. Have not found the right brand to do anything. And when I look over here, I'm looking at my controls. And when I look down here, I'm looking at dogs and cats, making sure I'm not rolling over anyone's tail if I move my chair. All right, here we go. Let's keep it moving. I did get a new code already, right? Yeah, this is a new code, 77S2, and the numerals are also uppercase. Wait, what? Okay. And I'm just going to try something real quickly. No. Put the goggles back on, which is where I got them, goggles.com. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Question 1 of You'll See How Many. Who is known as the Queen of Soul and Singer Respect? I told you that some of these are lobs and some of them are real brain twisters. Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, or Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. There we go. The one. See, what's cool about the easy ones is that even if it's easy, the quicker you answer, the more points you get. And Rod, hopefully you're sorted out. Let Steve know. Thank you. Correct answer is Aretha. Okay. Everyone scored close to the same. So everyone's like, which is good. You got to stay on top of it. Don't go to sleep at the wheel. All right, here we go. And if you don't know, just guess. It'll take too long to look it up. Just guess, just guess, just guess. Throw darts, not eggs. Throw darts. Here we go. Question 2. Which female drummer toured with Prince and Marvin Gaye? Not at the same time. Honey Lantry, Terry Lynn Carrington, Sheila E., or Nikki Glaspie? We've had Terry and Nikki on the show. Got to get Sheila. Sheila, so excited she gave me the hiccups. Ooh, it's between Sheila and Nikki from Dumpsta Funk, and Sheila from many things, including Prince and Marvin Gaye. All right. Okay. And I think Stephen may know the answer to this and can tell you all in the chat. I think if you needed to, 77S2, you can change your name in the controls. But if you happen to win, we'll just ask your name. So it's all good. It's all good. But I'd like to see the names. Hey, Jeff D's on top by 1 point, tied behind for second and third by Renee, a returning champion, and Paul, who won the last round and is a returning champion. And we're going to question 3. Here we go. What former Destiny's Child member has had a major solo R&B career, including with the hit Motivation? Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland, Ciara, or Tinashe? 3 seconds to guess. And if you're going to guess, like if you don't know, just guess as quickly as you can. Because if you get it right, you'll get more points. There's no point in taking time to guess unless you're thinking about it and really trying to remember. Who am I to coach? I haven't won any of these. All right, let's see your guess. Oh, a little bit of guessing. And the answer is Kelly Rowland. Paul's on top, followed by Mike J. Don, Tom, Elliot, Chris, Jeff, Mark, Lulu, Renee, 77S2. I saw a dog named Lulu today. She lives at the Gila County shelter where we got all of our dogs, and she's one of the house dogs that lives there in the lobby. It's a lot of fun. All right, next question. Question 4. Ready? All right, here we go. Ready, Renee? Okay. Jeff? Okay. Tom Phoenix? Okay, here we go. Which artist debuted with the hit single Fallen in 2001? Ah, told you there were some time curveballs. Got to include some contemporaries just to throw off the pattern interrupt. There's your guesses, and here's the answer. Alicia. Paul's still on top. A little bit of movement around there. Chris Sinise joining us. Welcome, Chris. Nice to see you here again. Thank you. And question 5, then we'll be halfway there. What R&B singer had hits Umbrella and We Found Love? Nikki, Rihanna, Carrie, or Ciara? 5 seconds left in case you're fooling around. Just kidding. Sort of. Here come the guesses. Ooh, let's see. I love when this happens because it's all about being quick. That's if that's the correct answer. Those were big hits, so that's you all probably know that. You're wrong. Just kidding. You're right. Paul's on top, not by a ton of points. You're all being quick. This is good. This is good. 77 S2 jumped ahead a bit. That's cool. God, I wonder who that is. Oh, I think it's Rod. I'm guessing. Okay. There we are at the halfway mark, and we have this going on.
Sit around and watch TV? Nah. Come keep your brain sparks firing with our music-themed brain teaser. Crossword puzzles, word searches, anagrams, and more, and of many music genres. Get your pre-sale pass now for only $2 a month or $20 for the whole year for the first year of unlimited play. Take a peek at www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com/arcade and use Arcade 2 at checkout, and you are in where the music meets the mind. Come on and play.
We are doing some serious work on that, and the price will go up soon. This is the pre-sale, the founders level. Get in. $2 a month or $20 for the whole year if you just want the arcade by itself. If you already have premium, if you buy premium, you get the arcade grandfathered in. And just a funny little story here in all transparency. That's Enja's voice, my wife's voice. And I do the video editing, most of it. And when I edited that, I listened to her voiceover like 6 times. I finally had to call her in here. And when she says, get your brain sparks firing in the right direction, and I write the scripts, I know what it's supposed to say. I said, are you saying get your brain farts firing? She said, no, brain sparks, like the script said. I said, oh, okay. And when she said there's crosswords, there's word search, there's anagrams. When she says there's anagrams, I thought she was saying there's shenanigans. I got to get new hearing aids. The dog ate my other pair. All right, here we go with the second half of round 2, women in R&B music. Here we go. Question 6. Which artist is known for combining jazz, R&B, and neo soul in her debut album? Blah, 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 blah. Lauryn Hill, India, Angie, or Erica? There's your, guesses. And here's your answer. It's Erica Badu. Paul's still on top. Crushing it today, Paul. Yikes. All right. Everyone's on the board, though. That's good. Question 7. Tony Braxton's breakthrough song, Unbreak My Heart, was released in what year? Boing, 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 boing. 1996. Okay, just had to make sure that wasn't an important message from our producer. All right, and there's your leaderboard. Oh, 1 point behind. Mike Janetta can leapfrog ahead. Anybody can with the right combination of answers. So question 8 of 10, here we go. Which R&B singer has the alter ego, the vocal Bible? Is it Tamar, Monica, Brandy, Aaliyah, who spells her name just like one of our daughters? Okay, let's see who got it right. Let's see if it's the majority there, 45% for Brandy. It is. And Mike J's on top. See, anything can happen. See how the points changed as well? They were 1 point away. Now Paul not only slips in standing, but loses a bunch of points. And look at 77S2, aka Rod, I believe, slips to number 3. And we've got, where are we? 2 questions to go. Like I said, anything can happen. This famous female drummer percussionist is the offspring of Peter Escovedo, Sheila E., Sandy West, Maureen Mo Tucker, or Cindy Blackman Santana. 5 seconds to figure it out. This might be an easy one. Even if you don't know drumming, there's kind of a clue built in there. Ooh, it's either Sheila or Cindy. It's Sheila E. for Escovedo. And oh my gosh, her father, just what an amazing, amazing mentor. One of the best timbali players ever, let alone congas and drum set playing. Just an amazing, he was played with Santana as well for a while. Just an amazing, amazing player. And here we go with 1 question to go. Let's see if anything changes. Oh, are you ready? I forgot to ask, is everybody? Here we go, question 10. 80s pop drummer for the Go-Go's is Gina Schock, Patti Schmel, or Debbie Peterson. Oh, I'm glad that it didn't actually have an effect, that little programming Google, because it's Gina, which means all right. Mike Janetta. Awesome. Go ahead and open your mic. You get the soft cover of the concert journal. And I'll pull each of these up separately. You can slow me down, speed me up if you already know. And there's prize board B. Tell me if I should keep going or if you know, if you want something off of that.
Let's keep going.
Okay, prize board C, and then there's one more. And I can go back and forth, whatever you need.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Boing. Then we got those.
How about C1?
C1. D1 or C? I'm sorry.
C.
Okay. As in concert? Okay. C1, professional tambourine player. Awesome choice. There you go. Steve will get you taken care of. You all want to log out again. Here's the new code. I'm going to pull up the next game. Give me a second here. Settle in. All right, this is women in rock music. And yes, I just realized, I know I forgot to change the theme on this last one, but that's okay. You know what we're doing. And what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Rock music. Gonna update that. You got your code. Gonna show a video, and I'll be right back.
Rough day? Get away from the craziness and come take a fun break with our music-themed game shows for a chance to win prizes. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance free membership for that and much more at buzz.drumtalktvbrilliance.com.
All right, so let's work that chat a little bit. Honestly, how do you all think you did compared to how you thought you were going to do in that last round? And then we'll do the next one. And you might be wondering, why is he showing a promo for the games when we're playing the games? Well, because there's people watching on YouTube and Facebook Live, and we want to give them more of a taste of what is this all about. And folks, you're welcome to join us, whether it's logging it as ccg.buzz and putting in that code and your name. We'll see you on the points board, or you could follow the breadcrumbs to the Zoom link and join us in the game. Loads of fun, I promise. The worst day of playing this game is better than the worst day at work. Something like that. Is that how it goes? Let's take a look at the chat and see. All right. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Tom. I changed that. It should say rock now. And I don't see the chat during the game at all. I open it up in between or when I pause to look at it. So Steve can always text me if you relay something to him. Oh no, Tom said, so sad. I did lousy. Okay, about the same, says Elliot. Okay, that's all right. Hopefully you're still having fun though. Rate the fun 1 to 2. 1, this sucks. 2, this is awesome. You only get 2 choices. Hopefully it's the latter and not the former. And here we go with, I'll let you chime in first with the next game. I got the new code. It's FBUK. That's funny. That's the first time I've ever seen something that looks like a censored word. That's hilarious. I'm taking a picture of that one for posterity or prostate or something. I love it. All right. Let's see what we got in the chat. Okay, 22222. Okay. Ooh, 10. Yay. Thank you. Posterior. Thanks, Mark. All right, here we go. Women in rock music. First question. I forgot what was happening for a moment there. First question. Which female rock icon was the lead singer for Fleetwood Mac and known for songs like that one, Edge of 17, Kristen McPhee, Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow, Joan Jett? Here's your guesses. Oh, watch this. There you go. All right. So again, came down strictly not to who got it right, but who answered most quickly. There you go. Rod, I knew it was you. Welcome, Rod. All right. Next question, 2. What all-female rock band became famous in the 1980s with hits like We Got the Beat, the Go-Go's, the Bengals, Heart, or Bananarama? Guesses? Answer? Points. Okay. Let's see. This one's going to be a contest. We'll see which 2 or 3 people end up in the winners round. And then I'm going to ask you to all hang out, watch the winners round, because you'll learn some fun trivia. Number 1. Number 2, you'll see how it works. Number 3, you'll see the prize wheel and see what they get. Who is the front woman of the band Hole and was also known for her acting career? Nancy Wilson, Bonnie Raitt, Joan Jett, or Courtney Love? Aha. Yep. And yep, there you go. Chris is only 5 points behind Paul, followed very closely as well by Mike, Jeff, Elliot, Don, Lula, not that far behind. Rod, this is a contest. And those of you, Renee, you might want to log out of one of those. You'll score more points. Those of you, but no one's below the waterline right now, which is good. But I got some noodles and floaties handy. But right now, everyone's doing pretty good. That's fun. Question 4. Which female drummer is married to Carlos Santana and plays in the band Santana? Terry Lynn Carrington, Cindy Blackman, Meg White, or Sheila E? 5 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Ooh, it is Cindy Blackman Santana. All right, moving along. Here we go. Last question of part 1 of the 3rd round. What punk rock band featured Debbie Harry as its lead singer? B-52s, the Sex Pistols, the Pretenders, or Blondie? That second one doesn't even make sense. Ooh, again. Wow, this is the first time I've seen this many people guess all the same. It's happened like maybe twice in a game that I can remember. It's been like 5, 6 times already. And it is Blondie. All right. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to? No, we'll just keep it moving. Here we go. Pat Benatar's hit Love is a Battlefield came out in what year? 85, 81, my year of graduation, 1990, the year Steven's older brother was born, or 1983, the year I turned 20 and made the first Opus 1 video. Filmed at SAR Studios in Hollywood, where Van Halen filmed Jump. Just a little bit of dance or music trivia there for you. Oh, okay. I love it when people throw darts because often, again, that's when things get a little scrambled. So check out that leaderboard and see how it changes, if at all. Okay. All right. Here we go. Question 7 of 10. Who was the lead singer of the band Jefferson Airplane during the 1960s? Tom Slick, Joni Mitchell, Janis Joplin, or Grace Slick? What? Tom Slick. Who remembers that cartoon, Tom Slick? And if you don't want to admit your age, just say you watched it in reruns. Yeah? Okay. All right. I know Tom's raising his hand. Dude had the coolest cartoon hair. Grace Slick. It was like 98 now or something like that. And still cranky. All right. Grace Slick is the answer. Mike J's on top, followed by Elliot. Tom, Chris, Paul, Jeff, Don, Mark, Lulu, Rod, Renee, and Renee. Her mirrored, not twin, but mirrored sister, 3 to go. Here we go. On your markets it go. Deborah Blankban is named of the sister Barrymore Barlow of Jethro Tull, Keith Moon of The Who, John Bonham of Led Zeppelin, or Hal Blaine, who played on everything that those guys didn't. Sorry, my mind went somewhere else regarding Barry is the only one still alive. And I was hoping to have him on Drum Talk TV, one of my favorite drummers, the classic Jethro Tull lineup. And unfortunately, he has a deep case of Alzheimer's. It's really a shame. But great drummer. And just look at this lineup of amazing drummers. So who is it? Deborah Moon, Deborah Barlow, Deborah Bonham, or Deborah Blaine? Well, you'll know now. It's Deborah Bonham, John's younger sister. Yes. And you could find pictures of her as like a tween and a young teen with John and his brother, their brother, and their dad, and some pictures that are out there on the outer web and the internet. So there you go. Elliot's on top, returning champion. Maybe one of the widest spreads from first to second place as we've been playing this evening. And you get 2 more questions to see what's happening. So far, we got Paul and Mike J going to the winner's circle. Let's see if a third is going to join them. Tom. Name the Canadian rock artist known for the 1995 A Jagged Little Pill. Sarah, Alanis, Avril, or Rush? Rush can't say they're a Canadian band anymore because Annika is with them. And the other guy, the American guy, I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. This is a record. 7 times, maybe 8, maybe. And it's Alanis. And Elliot's on top. We got 1 question to go. Don't fret. Anything can happen. If I mention that, I don't know what you mean, Steve. Lauren Gold is the keyboard player playing with Rush to take away some duties for the now 72-year-old Geddy Lee, which I don't blame him. I mean, playing bass pedals, and keyboards at the same time once in a while here and there, and singing. I think he was stirring tea as well, or at least they say it's tea. Thanks, Steve. I'm like, Lauren Gold, was that the wrong answer? No. Okay, we got it. I got it. Okay. Question 10, round 3. Let's see who's going to join the winner's circle with Paul and Mike J. Which band did Janis Joplin front before her solo career? Was it the Mamas and the Papas, Jefferson Starship, Big Sister and the Credit Union, or Big Brother and the Holding Company? All right, let's get to those guesses. And there's a couple guesses. Big Brother and the Holding Company. Legendary. God, I'd love to know what they would sound like today if they were all with us. Nice. Oh, look at that. Elliot jumped on top with a clean, even 800. Nice job going. There you go. So what Elliot just did there to everybody is right there in the ccg.buzz code. He forbid you is what he says. Forbid you. All right, Elliot, turn on your mic. You get the soft cover concert journal, and you get to pick something off of any of these wonderful prize boards. You can tell me to keep going, or you can pick something. You're in charge. Or you could type to Stephen if your mic isn't working. I'll pull up another one. And I can go back and forth. He says B6. B6. So let's see what he got. I like to share what everybody gets. B6. Ooh, the anatomy of a snare drum. In case you want to build one, there's your blueprint, courtesy of Medley Merch, and we'll get you the softcover concert journal. Now, what I need everybody to do is to please log out of ccg.buzz, stay with us on Zoom, and only the 3 winners log in, or it messes everything up. Only the 3 winners. I'll get that code in a moment. Let me pull up the surprise winners round with a surprise topic that's coming up, and we're going to go with we're going to go with this. Excuse me. All right. Let me grab this here. Do this. A lot of buttons to push, switches to flick, levers to pull, dials to turn, knobs to twist, all that stuff. Let's go to the Frankenstein switch and put this in. Let's get the code. Reset this. And there you go. Just the 3 winners log in, please. And we've got the code for the 3 winners. That'd be Elliot, Paul, Mike J. Log in with 98 upside down 7 upside down. I mean LL. And I'll tell you all in a moment what the topic is. And I'm trying to remember how many questions there are. You know what? I could cheat and look. Okay. There's going to be 10, a rare time now where there's 10 winners round questions, which we normally don't do, but I wanted to do something special for this game. Okay. That's that. Clear that. Okay. So are only Paul, Mike, and Elliot logged in? Please tell me no one else is logged in, please. I'll see it in a moment. So, okay. So let's go to the game. Here we go. So it's 1960s Woodstock trivia. So let's see how well you 3 boys know your Woodstock trivia. Was anyone at Woodstock? I actually personally know some people that were at Woodstock. I've heard some crazy funny stories. Go ahead and chime in the chat. Let us know if you're at Woodstock. Some congratulatory notes for Elliot. Dishonest John impression. The bird from Peanuts. Oh, that's hilarious. No. Mike went stock some wood. I'm always doing that. We got enough firewood for like the next 3 years. How old is Dan? Just had a birthday last month, 63. I turned the year I was born. That's weird. That happens once. All right. Cool. Awesome. Here we go. This is going to be fun. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Get that buzzer finger ready. Question 1, Woodstock trivia. Which of these famous guitarists performed at Woodstock? Jumpin' Jack Flash, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, or Jimi Hendrix? I should change the timer for the winners round to 5 seconds. Never thought of that. I'm going to have to remember that on the 20th. Steve, make a note. I won't remember. All right. Oh, y'all got it right. There we go. Paul's on top with Lucky 77, followed by Elliot Goldberg with 74, followed closely behind by Mike J. Question 2 of 10. Which of these artists did not perform at Woodstock? Was it the Rolling Stones, Santana, Creedence Clearwater Revival, or Joan Baez? Might surprise you who it is if you don't know. I was going to say, I was going to give a hint and say, I'll give you a hint. They do not gather moss, even though they're old enough to have all kinds of stuff growing off of them, right? There we go, the Rolling Stones. Paul's on top, followed by Mike, followed by Elliot. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's do this for fun. Bam. Now only you guys will know who's who, unless you all memorized all that, and we'll show at the end who the big winner is. I forgot about that. Question 3. Which song did Joe Cocker famously cover at Woodstock, making it one of his signature performances that still lives on FM and AM pop and rock radio, classic rock? Hey Jude, Come Together, With a Little Help from My Friends, or A Day in the Life? All Beatles songs. Which one did he cover at Woodstock, which became part of his big badge? With a Little Help from My Friends. You're right. Ooh, Shiny Eclipse, followed by Hyper Bigfoot, followed by Bing Bong Pepper. That could be a song. Bing Bong Pepper, Hyper Bigfoot, Shiny Eclipse, Bing Bong. Oh, sorry. Question 4. What unexpected issue did the festival face, causing delays and major logistical problems? One of these I know Tom Fulcher's always worried about. Was it a lack of security, heavy rain and mud, a power outage, or not enough weed to go around? Wait, what? Heavy rain and mud. Really? You think so? You're right. Shiny Eclipse on top, followed by Bing Bong Pepper, moved up a notch, now followed by Hyper Bigfoot. Did you know that recently that famous image of Bigfoot walking and swinging his arms in the woods and looking back, that was totally now confessed that was totally staged? This is real. This is real. I watched a whole documentary on it, that the guy who was in charge of that with 2 other guys passed away, and his son finally had to break the silence that is not real. So all those stickers you see on trucks and cars and lunch boxes and hoodies and tattoos and all of that stuff of that thing, it's of something that wasn't real. Isn't that mind-blowing? It blows my mind. That doesn't mean Sasquatch isn't real. It means that film is not real, unless the guy's in cahoots with the real Sasquatch to protect him. I never thought of that. All right, here we go. Which folk legend opened Woodstock with a nearly 2-hour acoustic set? Arlo Guthrie, Joan Baez, Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Richie Havens? And then I'm going to ask a fun question for everyone to put in the chat that's related to this. Okay, it was Richie Havens. Shiny Eclipse still on top, followed by Harper Bigfoot, Bing Bong Pepper, playing a little ping pong with the place there. So put in the chat if you had, not that you had to be forced, but if you had to listen to 2 hours of live acoustic music, living or dead, who would you want it to be? Me, I could sit and listen to and watch Led Zeppelin do a 2-hour acoustic set of not only their known acoustic songs, of which there's many, but also acoustic renditions of other songs, like they did with the musicians from Morocco when Page and Plant did that no quarter thing. That's my pick. Let's see what you got. 2 hours of acoustic music. Who would you put up with? I mean, who would you want to listen to? We've got, do not take the brown acid. I happen to know, can't tell you why. Let's see, where are we? Your neighbor has lots of weeds, and you've got the papers, legal papers. Let's see here. Bruce Springsteen, okay. CSN or McCartney, those are good. Yeah, the Beatles, good ones. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else for their favorite 2-hour acoustic? Here, I'll put mine in. As I mentioned, it would be Led Zepp, all the way. I have pictures from that concert too. All right. CSN in their day. We know what that means. Eric Clapton. Okay. He did the very first and most famous Unplugged on MTV. Good going. Here we go. Last half of the winner's round. Let's see who takes it between Shiny, Hyper, and Bing Bong. How many days did the original festival last? 4, 2, 3, or 5? 3 being how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, and also how many times one shall count before they pull the pin and toss the holy hand grenade. 2 is not enough. 4 is one too many. 5 is outright. Never mind. 3 comes down to speed now. Shiny Eclipse still on top. Wow. Well, there's still 4 questions to go. What iconic folk duo performed The Sound of Silence at Woodstock? I guess that'd be 3 to go. Crosby and Nash, Joan Baez and Bob Dylan, Simon and Garfunkel, or none. It was not performed at Woodstock. Hal Blaine, the late great Hal Blaine, who played on more recordings than any other drummer, told me he was under the stage for one of the performances, and it was mind-blowing. I'll tell you which one when we get to one of the mentions of that artist, which I'm pretty sure I put in here. Oh, a little bit of guessing, and the answer is wasn't performed. Okay. Question 8. Which legendary British band played a 20-plus set at 5 a.m. at Woodstock? Can't even get that one out. It's so early in the morning. The Kinks, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, or The Who? This is the one that Hal Blaine was under the stage for part of it. And he said the end was ripped roaring because it included Keith Moon. And you might know what happened at the end of their set. 5 a.m. I'm sure they were up from the morning before. The Who, indeed. Shiny Eclipse still on top by 49 points, followed by Hyper Bigfoot and Bing Bong Pepper. 2 more. What was the estimated attendance of Woodstock? 620,000 plus, 460,000 plus, 230,000 plus, or 1,000,000 plus. So what you're saying is at least 2 of you don't know. There you go. Wow. All right. Here's the deal. You got 1 more question to knock Shiny Eclipse. I'm not saying I want him knocked off, but you got 1 more question to be the game changer. I don't even remember what it is. So here it is. Who was the final performer at Woodstock 1969, famously playing Into the Morning? The Who, Jimi Hendrix, Fran Fartenheimer and the Frankfurter Thieves, or Janis Joplin? Jimi Hendrix. Oh, it's Jimi Hendrix. And the winner is, where's that button? Paul, followed by great job by Elliot and Mike. Excuse me. Alrighty then. Paul, welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's pull up that prize wheel. So Paul's been a guest VJ on Drum Talk TV with me twice, at least twice.
Twice with you and once with Steven.
Ah, that's right. That's right. So let's see if you get that again. And forgive me for not memorizing this, but are you already a premium member?
Yes.
Okay. So if you get one of the premium member spots, you can either say spin again, or you can gift it to someone and also get a Drum Talk TV shirt of your choice, of which there's like 30. All right. So when you're ready, say spin.
Spin, please.
What? Oh, there we go. Let's see. What does he get? What does he get? What does he get? Bam! Oh, a hat trick. 3 VJ spots. Okay, we got to come up with something super creative for you to participate in for that. Congratulations. I want to check out the chat. I'm going to stop sharing. Congratulations, Paul. That's awesome. By the way, I saw the photo you put in the comments of the post I did with Enja with A.D. Adams.
Yeah.
When did you meet A.D.?
Oh, years ago, a couple of times, because he played with Louis Prima Jr.
Yeah. And you went and saw them out your way?
Yeah, they play out. Well, they used to play out here quite frequently. That was down in Asbury Park, that particular photo. Yeah, he's a great guy. Real nice fella.
I have a funny story about that night that everybody might get a kick out of. He's one of my best friends, one of my closest friends. He actually helped us move here on our last trip from Mesa. We lived in Mesa, Arizona for 3 months and moved here. So, so at that show where Enja is, you know what? I'll pull that up to show everybody. This is pretty neat. I'm really proud of this because Enja played the mermaid in Peter and the Starcatcher. I'll share my screen. And Peter and the Starcatcher was the prequel play written as the prequel to Peter Pan. And she played, let me find Zoom again so I can share my screen. So she played this fairy godmother figure who is basically the one who tells Peter that he's got magical powers. And so this is her outfit as the mermaid. And she is, oh man, I can't get it close enough. Can I? She did the makeup herself. And there's other pictures where she, I won't give it away, but she used something and she has fish scales. She painted all that herself. And that's A.D. Adams, the drummer of Louis Prima Jr. and the Witnesses. And then in this post, let's see if it's here. Paul put in a photo of him with A.D. Oh, this is the original one, not the shared one. And so the funny story is that, and she did the costume. She hears me and she texted me, I got you covered, lady. So, so this is after the show. And in the audience, AD and I are kicking back, waiting for the show to start. And mind you, we live in Globe, Arizona, about 7,100 people, middle of nowhere. We moved here to get away, escape, have more privacy, right? So AD and I are just sitting back, and this young man and young woman, the teenagers, they walk by, and the boy stops and he says, hey, are you Dan from Drum Talk TV? And AD just starts laughing his head off. And he says, are you A.D. Adams from Louis? It was funny, the most random thing in the middle of nowhere. It was hilarious, lots of fun. So thanks everybody for joining us. Those of you watching the stream on Facebook and YouTube, hope you got a glimpse of what we're doing. We have another game on the 20th of May, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can sign up for a free membership to get on the list of the notifications in case you miss them. On social media, you'll find out what the theme is. And then after the 20th, depending on how the 20th goes, we're going to decide if we're going to keep it going or put these games on pause for a couple months because we got some stuff going on. So help us decide by inviting friends and having more people show up. Not that we mind who shows up. It has nothing to do with that. But if there's more demand, we'll keep it going. So there you go. Thanks everybody so much. Wonderful to see everybody. And hope this was a fun way to kick off May and on my sister's birthday. So thank you so much, everyone. And we'll talk soon. And Steve, just call me later. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you very much.